Hi guys, my name is Grace and I'm doing a reading on where are you currently at after this for post new moon in Virgo. So pick your card. This will be card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So for the people who pick card number 1, here's your card. 8 of Cups in reverse. Accept where you are. Commitment in reverse. 5 of Wands. Two of Wands. And confidence. So what I'm getting here is that I feel like you're entering a new chapter in your life right now, and it seems like someone what have been a catalyst of this change going towards a new life is someone leaving you or you leaving someone, basically letting go. This is the card of letting go, and the card of, I feel like it's more of like a peaceful letting go, like there has been some sort of a talk or an agreement that this will happen, instead of just the 5 of Pentacles where someone abandoned someone and just out of the blue. That's what I'm getting with this. I feel like I'm really getting like you're trying to accept where you are, and even though it might be hard for you, and because I feel like for you all your life you might feel like you don't belong where you currently are at the moment, but it's because you're meant to teach something. People are meant to learn something from you, and you are meant to learn from that experience. But I feel like there's some sort of peaceful resolution with this, although there's a breaking of like some sort of engagement with this commitment card in reverse. I feel like people are too tired to even fight and have this disagreement, and they have this like confrontation even. So that's why I'm getting a resolution here. If you might have been rejected by someone, know that for some of you, if you might have been rejected by someone, know that you will gain wisdom from this, and there's a reason for what has happened, even though it might be painful. But I feel like you were strong and you were accepting what's happening. And I'm also getting here that it's moving you closer to choosing your inner child with the 2 of Wands here. I'm getting like this inner child, this 2 of Wands here making a choice, and there's this like newfound confidence, and in a way whatever has happened is leading you to work towards your make you're more whatever has happened, now you're guided with your heart. And I'm getting like solar plexus chakra and heart chakra with this. Somehow you've gained some sort of freedom from whatever has happened. So let's see what else. So that's your current energy right now. Let's see what else is leaving or what you need to release. So I have your 6 of Cups. This is memories. And conclusion. The end. Chapter. but it's in reverse. So I feel like deep within your heart and your soul, whatever has happened, whatever has taken place, it's not yet the end. I feel like you're kind of holding on to this chapter that's ending in your life because of the memories of the past. Because these are beautiful memories. I don't think it's bad memories. But I feel like you need to go towards this new chapter in your life now. Because whatever this is, whether you like it or not, it will come into conclusion. And I feel like that's what's currently happening. So this is what you need to release, really. I feel like you need to close the chapter that you're in now, close the book that you're in now, and open a new one. So you will find out if this next book, that whoever this is, if it's a person, if it's a situation, if they're still playing a part in your life. But I feel like there's still there's this new adventure awaits you. And I feel like this is whatever you've gained wisdom from whatever has happened to you, it's more of like you discovering your gifts to share to the world. So I feel like you need to focus on this instead of this chapter that it's closing in your life, whatever this may represent for you. Use these memories as an inspiration instead of a block, because it could be blocking you. That's what you need to release right now. What else? So let's see what's coming into your life. I have here the 7 of Swords in reverse, so I like to see this in reverse. And it says believe in spontaneous healing. What's coming is basically healing. You will be healed from this, and I feel like as long as you move forward, because it's saying as it is spontaneous healing, as long as you move forward, you'll be shocked that you will instantly heal from this. This is like you're looking at this as something that is, and I feel like this could be meeting a new person. For some of you, it could be a new relationship that will help you heal from this. That's what I'm getting. So I feel like you're getting out of a place in your life where you are deceiving other people and deceiving yourself. So I feel like you're trying to be more authentic now. And you must believe. I feel like also the message of this card is that you must believe in healing, that you must believe that you can do this, because you can. And if you're working on positive affirmations, continue on working on them. Continue on believing on them. That's also what I'm getting. Because some of you, I feel like, is trying to work on more positive affirmations, going towards positivity in your life. So that's what's coming. Healing. You will be healed from this. You should believe it. So that's what you need to do. That's how you should take action. So what are the gifts within this situation? I have here the Hierophant. This to me screams commitment. Maybe it's a new commitment. And Goblins in reverse. So I feel like this could be a new commitment, like a new kind of soulmate relationship for some of you. And I feel like for some of you, like, because you're meant to be, from whatever you've learned from this, I feel like you're meant to be a spiritual teacher for some of you, or a teacher of some sort. But basically, you'll be teaching whatever you've learned from this experience. And with the goblins here, the gift is you'll be able to forgive whatever has happened, forgive other people, and forgive yourself through this. This is forgiveness, what I'm getting. Because I feel like with the Seven of Swords here, somebody was probably wronged you in the past. Although they might have left like beautiful memories with the Six of Cups here. So, and this could also be fear. Like, I feel like belief in yourself. You might not believe yourself that you can do this. That's why you're having these like fears. And it's saying that don't take this world personally. And along this way, I feel like you're meant to face other people's stuff, and it might cause you to react from an old wound. It might trigger you, but the guidance for you is that you'll be able. The gift for you is that you'll be able to forgive yourself, and forgive these people. So, love yourself unconditionally and set boundaries with these people. Okay, love yourself unconditionally, and whatever this goblins is, this is like the darkness, this is like the triggers, and continue to your path, whatever it is that you're meant to go, because you know what's this path, and you're currently now making a choice upon whatever this is. So what's next for you? I already picked these cards here. Relax at the hold of darkness and be at cause. And compassion, transcending judgment. I feel like whatever this is ending, let it end, let it go, release that, whatever that is, because in doing that, you will releasing those, even those memories are beautiful memories. Well, you can still look back at them, but you don't have to live on it. You don't have to live in the past. I feel like you're entering, for the people who pick card number 1, you're entering a new reality. And in this new reality, you will feel more alive. You will feel more unconditional love. There is a high emphasis on unconditional love here, and also compassion and judgment. I feel like it could be judgment from the people that you will encounter, but you're being guided to go with the flow. I love how both this women here, this person here is like almost like uniting with like the nature and with like trees, and they're like in one with nature and trees, and almost like in one with Gaia. And I feel like I'm hearing something about the new earth now. So I feel like you're part of the new earth movement, where people might think you're crazy, but you're being guided. The next step is for you to take the leap now. Take the leap. Because right now you're making a choice towards this, but you're gaining a lot of confidence. It's because you meant to go towards this. And I love how these cards are like just similar in color. So because some people will judge you and criticize you and say your work, your project is not good enough, or you might be you need to be more realistic based on some sort of standards because of like society's standards. But you don't have to live with that anymore. You don't have to overthink if it's gonna work or it's not gonna work. You just have to do it. Start doing it, and through the process you'll learn what works and what doesn't work. So I feel like you need to just be confident whatever this is that you're going towards. I feel like you will trigger a lot of people, so take courage. I feel like you already have a lot of courage within you, so you won't have any problem with that, really. Because I feel like through this process, through this experience, you will trigger a lot of people that are not living to their highest potential. But you are moving to this new reality which is living on your highest potential. So this is the next step. It's up to you now to take the leap. I hope this resonated for the people who pick card number 1. So for the people who pick card number 2, these are your cards. 5 of Pentacles, seeing even your heart is broken, education, Five of I feel like you're encountering a lot of challenges because there's a lot of 5s here. And hope, but there's hope. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. So what I'm getting here is that you're encountering a lot of setbacks. You might have had like some sort of painful experiences, some sort of heartbreak. Because literally heart is breaking with this one. But I feel like you need to keep going. This is also about communication. Communicating, even though you might think it will hurt another person, just be honest with yourself. Be honest when you were hurt. And yeah, instead of taking a strong stance and not admitting that you are hurt. I feel like that's one. There's some sort of lack of communication here, and I feel like it's on both sides, not only for the people that you're communicating with, but also from you, because we have the Ace of Swords in reverse too, and I feel like this is you, because in not doing so, in not admitting your pain, in not admitting whatever this is, in not being honest with yourself for whatever has happened, whatever you feel, you're not living in true integrity here, and you're not living your authentic self. But what I'm getting here is that have hope, even though you might feel like you might have been abandoned, you might have been left out in the cold. And I feel like whenever this has happened, if this has happened just recently, or this happened way before, I feel like it's still lingering, it's still within you, because you haven't really accepted it. You haven't really accepted the truth that you were hurt. And what I'm getting here is that there's also some sort of regrets. I feel like this is also from the other person that you are involved with. I feel like there were in some sort of regret too, for leaving you out, if they're the one who left you. And if you're the one who left another person, then I feel like you are the one who's having these regrets. Know that not only the person who has been left out is the one that's hurting. I feel like the person that has left the other person is also hurting. Both of you are hurting. But the thing is, right now we have here the moon. You cannot see clearly the next action and the next step, but the guidance for you is to have hope, because the light will return again. But you're being tested. I don't want to say you're being tested, but you have to maintain faith within these circumstances, because you cannot see the truth clearly with the Ace of Swords here in reverse. And communicate honestly what it is that you want, and don't be guilty about that. And I feel like you don't know a lot about the situation. I feel like whatever this is, be also the guidance from this card is be teachable, which means that be open to say that you don't know yet what it is that you must know. Admit that you don't know everything, because in that way you will be able to open to new lessons and new experiences. Admitting that you don't know, basically. And also I feel like that's how you're going to be able to gain the truth, through educating yourself. I feel like there's a lot of things that are hidden, and it's hidden for a reason. But have hope and have faith. Okay? And be open to learning. That's why the education card is here. Now, this could be literally education, like focus on your education right now, because in that way, that's how you're going to find the truth into this situation. Because this is like very similar. I love how these birds here came. This could be a significant one for you. I'm not sure what this bird is. But is it like a pelican or something? But yeah, that could be significant for you. But for me, this like, because this came up with the Ace of Swords, this is like the symbol of like truth, knowing the truth, true wisdom, through gaining a lot more wisdom. So be open to learning. There's something that's still hidden for you at the moment. So that's the current energy that you have right now. So now, what do you need to release that might be blocking you? I have here the Queen of Swords. And I feel like that's taking a rigid stance within this situation. That's what you need to release. And being cold. And the High Priestess of Water. I feel like, yeah, what I'm getting here is that although you're very intuitive, you don't know everything. And admitting that you don't know everything, that's what you need to release, so that you'll be open to new experiences. You also need to be able to release this cold stance. And in a way, this is more like you're more defensive and you're not approachable. I feel like you need to be more open. Also, be open to changes. Be open that all things change, like the water. Because like, even though you can't see anything right now, even it might be that as like the water here, it might still be frozen for a reason, and soon when this, because it's probably winter, it feels like in the season of your life it's probably still winter, but know that the spring and the summer will come, and all this water that has frozen up will melt away, will melt away, and it will flow. So open to these changes. Things in your life are changing right before your eyes. So go with the flow like the water here, and be open to experiences and lessons and the gifts within this situation. Don't release this being rigid stance with its Queen of Swords here and trying to appear strong. Okay? So that's what I'm getting with that. The next thing is what's coming into your life. So, what's coming into your life? I have here the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the messages keeps on repeating. What did I say? Change is the only constant, and it's just reaffirming what I've already said with this, like, be open to the changes that are coming, even though you might not get what you expect at the moment, your wish are not fulfilled, you probably will experience setbacks and delays with whatever this is you're trying to manifest, whatever this is that you want to get at the moment, but it's there for a reason. It's meant to teach you something. So be open to changes. And also, you might not get your wish right away. Also, you might not get it in the way that you expect it to be. Also, that's what I'm getting. For some of you, I feel like you will get what you need, but it's you might not get what you want, but you will get what you need, and you will realize that it happened for a reason. So know that nothing is absolute, that change is the only constant. So that's what's coming. Change is coming into your life. A lot of things are changing, and it could be, you could be, if you're resisting these changes, then you could be struggling. If you're not, that's why the guidance for you here is to really go with the flow. So, what else? Yeah, because the number 5 keeps on repeating in this, within these messages here. I'm just trying to see what else this card might tell you. Don't believe everything you hear or read. Okay, so it's very interesting because we have here the education card, and it's saying don't believe everything you hear and you read. As they say, nothing is carved in stone. Feeling helpless and giving into negative outcomes will not help alter the situation. Stay in faith. That's why we have here the hope card in the first place. Stay in faith. Okay, that's what's coming in your life. But what are the gifts? What are the gifts? What will help you within this situation? So I have here the card of the gift of separation and coming apart. So I have their separation and coming apart. I feel like this is not a welcome change. Separation. I feel like, yeah, in general, separation is not welcome anyway, because we are like programmed to stay in like comfort zone, and I feel like, yeah, it's hard for you to. It's very interesting because it's the gift of the situation. The gift is like the separation. The gift within a separation. And I feel like this is like restlessness. So I'm thinking about, is it a gift within restlessness? But let's see. So I feel like this is really a gift within a separation. But I'm feeling guided to read it from the book, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it's really the time to take separate paths. And yeah, what's the message of this card here is that you need to get a better perspective of what has taken place and what has happened into your life. And you have stayed too long within a place where you didn't belong anymore, so that's not surprising that whatever this is changing. But you're learning a wisdom, you're learning something valuable within this situation. Whatever this is that you're learning right now, it is something that you will be able, it's coming up as a gift for you. Whatever that you're learning from this situation, that's the gift of this situation, and you'll need it later when you're faced with something that is more challenging. I feel like that's what I'm getting with this. So don't be in this energy of fighting it off. And I feel like you just need to let it be. And don't think so much of why things happened. Know that these things happen for a reason, and it might be hard for you to accept it right now. But you're learning something valuable. Whatever this is, this might seem as like you might see it as negative right now, but it is a gift. It has to happen because it's preparing you for something better, for something in the future, so that when you encounter something more challenging in the future, you'll be prepared. So that's what I'm getting with this. Now, what's the next step? What's the next step within this? The word wants to be written. So I feel like whatever this is that has happened for you, whether it's like painful, I feel like you're meant to inspire people, and for some of you, you literally might need to read this. No, not read, write this down. Maybe in terms of like a book, maybe writing your story within a book, and it will help change and transform other people's life. So something about writing, maybe blogging, maybe writing a book, maybe that's the next step for you. But something about writing, maybe it's related to the course that you're taking right now. Maybe it's a literal course, that's why we have here the education card. But the word wants to be written, that's what I'm getting with that. And what else? Card is the Eight of Cups. Human doing. I'm also getting like the lessons of letting go with that Eight of Cups there. With the lessons of letting go. I feel like you probably meant to teach that, the lessons of letting go, because you're someone that have experienced that from this separation or coming apart here. So What else? 42. I feel like the next step for you need to stay in balance. Because whatever this is that you need to write, I feel like you need to write it literally, in whatever shape or form. It will inspire other people and will help them transform their life by sharing and being honest with your story. That's what I'm getting. And it's also saying that you don't have to struggle so much. It's more about allowing a space for your gifts, for your creativity to manifest, and to let the energy flow. You know, when you write, you just need to write the first few words and it will just flow. You might struggle with starting something because you're overthinking it. Like you're thinking you're not creative enough to do this, whatever this is, to write this down, if this is really something that you need to write. But basically, I feel like you just need to be honest with your path, be honest with your struggles, and that's how you're going to be able to help other people transform. In not pretending that, never pretend anymore that your life is perfect, because it's not, and everybody's life is not perfect, and I feel like you just need to be truthful to that. But whatever this work is, the work wants to happen. What you want to create wants to be created. The word wants to be written. You just need to let go of any remnants of the past that have been in your way and step firmly over them and onto your path. So that's what I'm getting with this. So yeah, I'm sending you love and light. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you gained something out of this. So for the people who picked card number 3, your cards are Lust in reverse with 5 of Cups, Making a Choice with the Chariot card in reverse, the Strength card in reverse, and Gratitude. Honor the sacred in every creation. So what I'm getting from you here is straight off the bat, I feel like you have some sort of an issue related to desires and pleasures. It feels like you don't know when to categorize something that you're desiring, or is it something that is just self-serving, or is it something that you just need to be grateful for. I hope I'm making sense with this. But what I'm getting here is that I feel like you have an issue with categorizing something as you deserve and categorizing it something that is I feel like you withholding so much with this pleasure, withholding so much pleasure, because somehow you know that you might have been stuck in this state of like lust, and that have caused so much chaos in your life with this 5 of Cups here, and you might have regretted this action. Now you're stuck within making a choice. So you cannot move forward with this Chariot card here in reverse. For some reason, I'm getting this Leo and Cancer energy, but you don't have to be. but you're stuck in moving forward because you're within a fork in the road in your life right now, where you're choosing to go. You feel like you have to choose between going to the light or going to the dark. But I feel like this is just an illusion, because the path is straight. You don't really have to make a choice. You need to balance your light and your dark. But I feel like this could be represent addictions. You don't trust yourself enough that you can control yourself within these addictions. That's why you cannot make a choice, and you cannot move forward in your life right now, and you feel stuck. Now, what I'm also getting here is, I really got the term hedonism. So that's, I read about it, and it's something about seeking pleasure in life. So it's so perfect for this reading. So if you want to know more about that, you can research that yourself. But it's coming up in this Strength card in reverse. Because I was guided to search the meaning of this card here. So this can also be, I feel like, someone who tries to control and manipulate other people, trying to force things out of other people, and you might feel like it's good for them, but you should realize that even though you're just trying to protect another person by trying to in a way control them, even though you might not think you're controlling them, I know you have good intentions, that you're just trying to protect them, but know that we all have it differently. We all have it differently. And there's also this need for you to focus on whatever you have right now. Focus on gratitude and on everything that you have right now. And also this focus that we all have it differently, and we all have different experiences, like the corns here, like different corns here. I feel like this is just saying we're all different. We all have different experiences, so we will experience it differently. Even though you're just trying to protect someone by trying to tell them what they need to do, I feel like you just need to let them be. And I feel like you're still undergoing some sort of healing right now in your life in terms of this. I feel like for some of you, you need to allow more pleasure in your life. You need to allow your desire and not view it as self. For some of you, I feel like you feel guilty with pleasure because you view it as something that is negative. You have a negative viewpoint on this. That's why it's coming up as lust. And I feel like that has happened in your life because you've seen that happen within the people that you're connected with, that they were too much into their desire and pleasure and self-pleasing behavior, that you viewed pleasure as something that you should not do and you should not have because it's something that's bad or negative. But I feel like you need to balance that. And for some of you, you need to allow yourself to feel more pleasure in your life. For some of you, it's just all about balancing your imperfections, your darkness that are within you, whether it's related to this lust, and balancing it with your light, so that you'll be able to move forward in your life. And finally, I feel like just making a choice, it's just an illusion. It's not real that you have to make a choice. And whether you choose one or the other within this fork in the road that you're imagining, don't think that you cannot change your path along the way. Like, I feel like you just have to choose one. And once you choose this door, don't think that you cannot come back and when you find out that it's not for you, you don't think that you cannot come back from the start and choose another door. It's not the end. But also there's a focus on gratitude. Okay? So that's your current energy right now. What you need to release is the Page of Cups and the Grove in reverse. So, this grove is all about healing, and this is all about self-love to me. Page of Cups is to me about self-love, focusing on yourself, focusing on your passions, focusing and filling your own cup, and that you might view it as pleasure and focusing on your own desires, but I feel like it's focusing on your desires in a healthy way. And you need to release this viewpoint that it's lust, and it's just lust, and you should not. So it's all about focusing on yourself and your own cup with that, and realizing that no one is perfect, including yourself, and imperfection is perfect as it is. And if you're hurting right now, you're trying to mend your wounds, that's just a process of mending your wounds. It will all pass. It's time for you to heal your wounds and focus on yourself. Focus on self-love. Focus on what makes you happy. Because I feel like you focus so much on other people because you care so much about other people. That's also what I'm getting with this. So that's what you need to release. Now, what's coming into your life? What's coming into your life is the Hierophant. So this is a better commitment with it's also guiding you to make your decisions carefully. Because I feel like it's related to this making a choice here. I feel like you're being guided to move towards something that you're towards a greater commitment. That's what I'm getting with this, because you might have been someone who always have your feet like how I'm imagining it, like always have 1 foot forward and 1 foot backwards. You're not fully committed with your 2 feet on whatever this is, but at the same time, what's coming into your life is that you need to make your decisions carefully. Once you make your decisions carefully, I feel like you're just guided to move ahead and to commit whatever this is. But at the same time, it's guiding you to be careful because it's something that is of a greater commitment. I hope I'm making sense with that. I feel like whatever this is that's coming into your life, you just need to decide wisely and commit. That's what I'm getting with it. Because it's something very, very important. That's what I'm getting with that. Something very important. So, the guidance for you is for whatever is coming into your life, think of your actions through before you take them, and be mindful of the effects they may have on others. But once you know, move forward. And because it's something that you need to be committed. It's something that once you move towards that, whatever this is, you need to stay on that path and until the end. That's what I'm getting with that. So it's something about commitment, but it's something about being careful about those decisions that you're making for whatever it is that's coming into your life. Okay? So, yeah, that's what I'm getting with that. Now, what are the gifts that will help you within this situation, within this making these decisions, within this knowing what's the right one for you to move towards to? We have here the 8 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you're guided to not take things slowly and not moving so fast. Take things slowly. That's what I'm getting with that. And see, it's another card about going into like a path or a different, like the different direction of some sort, like your guide, knowing your own inner guidance within whatever this path that you're going towards, but at the same time you're guided to not move fast. Take things slowly but surely, because it's very important to do that. That's what I'm getting with that. And with this talisman, the message for you is: a lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. So the gift of this situation is that you realizing that you have all that you need. Most of the time we have all we need for whatever this is success that we're seeking. But so right now the message for you is that not to learn something new, but to that you have all that you need. You have to trust that you have all you need for this. This is all about self-belief. And you have the wisdom, because this wisdom will allow you to have some sort of discernment. It will allow you to recognize the traps on the road and the familiar patterns that you want to avoid, which could be this, something related to this, that you're wanting to avoid, this something about these addictions, this lust here. And through that you will know what's the best route along the way. Now you're at a place, the gift of this situation, the good thing about this situation is that you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You just have to trust yourself. And you can't really commit a mistake. Just take things slowly, okay? You can't really commit a mistake with this. You have the right wisdom to arrive at the right decision. So you're moving towards this success, okay? Just take things slowly. That's the gift of this situation. So now what's the next step? What's the next step is defend to the end the worthwhile. This is all about committing. That's why I have here the Hierophant, and what I'm getting from this is commitment. Defending until the end. That's really what I'm getting with this. Fighting for what you know that is right. Fighting for what you know that is for you. And within that, because you're the queen mother here, the queen mother, the queen of life, or the earth mother here, which is the empress card. For me, this, whether you're a man or a woman, this is all about being empowered, at the same time being nurturing. This is someone who is empowering themselves, but at the same time nurturing to other people. This is someone who knows when to empower themselves, and who knows when to how to avoid to hurt other people. That's what I'm getting with this. But this is someone who doesn't back off. This is someone who knows what they deserve. And this is someone who moves forward in their life, but at the same time moving forward in a way that is nurturing, if that makes sense. In a way that it's not harsh, and it's not stepping other people along the way. But at the same time, the message for you is defend until the end. Whatever this is. Okay? It will not be easy, because it's not meant to be easy. You're meant to learn something from this, but it will be worthwhile. That's what I'm getting. You are chosen to do this path, to go to this path for a reason, because you are strong enough for this, and you have gained the lessons, the wisdom that you need for this. You are being asked to just stay strong and stand your ground, but in a way that is nurturing to yourself and to other people, in a way that's empowering, in a way that is not putting other people down, but at the same time not putting yourself down too. This might feel like a fight for your life. This could be a big emotional journey. But I feel like this is something big for most of you. Maybe you have an idea that you could be something, but those people that are around you say it's too impractical, too little, or too much. Whatever it's happening will be worthwhile anyway. So hold tight and defend to the end what's worthwhile. So that's really the message where I feel like I'm just repeating myself. I hope this have encouraged you, and I hope this helped you, and sending you love and light.